Welcome to the 5th monthly music masterpiece Taylor's version video. AKA my big project for 2025. Basically, every single month I am painting a new Taylor Swift theme painting based on a song from one of her albums. I've been going in order. So like the first month was Debut, the second was Fearless, the third was Speak Now, last month was Red, so that means this month is 1989. And because I'm crazy and just changing the theme of everything is too boring, I also decided that I wanted to change the canvas size every single month as well. Which means every single month the canvas size is getting bigger. These are the first 4, don't worry, I'll show you in just a second. I just finished the 5th though, which you will also see. You'll get voiceover Jenna in just a second where we sketch and paint the whole thing together. But the goal is that each painting is based off of a different song from a different album by Taylor Swift. So like the first month I did something for Our Song, the second month I did one for Love Story, the third, how could I not do Long Live, and last month I decided to do a heart, or a broken heart, a mosaic heart. I have no idea what I'm doing by the end of the year, like what the 12th painting will be. Will we have a 12th album by then? I don't think so. If you have any ideas for that painting or any of the paintings that I still need to do, please don't hesitate to let me know your ideas in the comments. But now I think it's time to send it to voiceover Jenna. Let's get this sketched and painted and all of that fun stuff. Hey, it's voiceover Jenna. This is part 5 of my monthly music masterpiece series where I paint one piece inspired by a Taylor Swift album each month. For 1989 Taylor's version, I chose Out of the Woods, which I honestly believe is one of her most perfect songs. I would definitely rate it way up there. Like always, we are starting with the sketch and then we will move on to the painting portion. I found this image on Google and I thought it would be a good inspo to kind of get the 2 paper planes that I was kind of going for. Out of the Woods is one of those songs that have always hit me hard, or I guess maybe harder than some other people. I know it was a single and all, but there's more to it than that for me. There's something about the anxious pulse of it, the sense of urgency, it just kind of clings to you. And it's not just the lyrics, but the production as well. The tension in her voice, the whole thing feels like it's trying to outrun something emotionally, and I love that. So I knew I wanted the paper airplanes to be the focal point, the lyric 2 paper airplanes flying. It's so fragile but also so visual at the same time. I also feel like this specifically is a really good representation of the era itself. If you see 2 paper airplanes, you're gonna if you're a Swiftie at least, you're gonna maybe associate it with Out of the Woods. If you know the lore, you know the lore. And there were honestly so many different songs to pick and choose from in this era, but I kind of just always kept going back to this idea, this paper planes, Out of the Woods, so I'm honestly glad that I ended up doing this. Because I honestly feel like there's a ton of symbolism here as well. Paper is temporary, and flight is freedom. It felt like the perfect metaphor for this kind of love that she was writing about in this song, which again, I love. Blue is the color for the 1989 era, so you will be seeing a ton of blues, though I did initially mix this really cool green. I liked it, but it's not blue. It didn't 100% fit, so I ended up mixing another color, which you will see as you continue to watch. But I think blue, it's bright, it's clean, but it also carries a lot of emotion. Sorta like maybe another album we know, Red, Wink Wink. But there's something so peaceful and lonely about blue skies. I wanted the planes to almost disappear into it, like they're a part of the air. I didn't want the background to be the thing that you're really focusing on, just the 2 planes. The sketch honestly went a lot faster than I was initially anticipating. A sketch is just a sketch. It's just kind of this is kind of where things are going to be, because once you put paint on it, you can definitely manipulate it into the kind of exact shape that you're going for, which you will see me mess with these planes so much. Though I will say it was a little tricky to figure out the sizing and the proportions and how to get a plane above and below it. It was kind of just psyching me out a little bit. I really liked the idea of adding some sort of trail behind the plane. I think I sketched one out, or just a very basic line, and I'm just trying to kind of re-see how that all is going to potentially work. There is a much better 1989 blue than the green that was under it. And honestly, looking at it now, I maybe could have gone even a shade lighter. I really like the blue that I ended up with, but it really fits 1989, but I don't necessarily know about, 1989 Taylor's version. To me, that just gives like a little bit more of a lighter blue, not necessarily pastels, but definitely like the lighter pink, the lighter yellow, etc. Okay, getting back to 1989. When 1989 came out, it felt like a huge turning point for her and for a lot of us. That shift into pop, that clean slate energy, even now, it feels like such an album of freedom to me, but there's also, of course, that tinge of Taylor Swift sadness. If you watched my last monthly music masterpiece, Taylor's Version video, then you will know that I got really into Taylor. I became a Swiftie during the Red era, so when this album came out, oh my gosh, was I so down bad with it all. So many good songs, so many bangers, and I feel like I have made the most memories like out of the entire time that we have had this album and Taylor's Version to the songs in this album. Like there's so many. I could go on and on and on about probably every single one, to be honest. And there are so many good lines to do for this sort of thing. Like there's so many visual lines in Out of the Woods, in all of the songs, the whole album itself. There's so many icons, there's so many things. There were so many ideas. I almost put a whole bunch of things into a hat and just randomly picked, but this one just kept coming to me, so I took it as a sign that this was probably the one that I should do. The goal with this painting was for it to feel somewhat quiet, like a moment between chaos and clarity. Like you're really just focused on these two paper airplanes. Maybe that's like thinking way too hard about it all, but I really was trying to think about the lore. I don't know. I try to always let the song kind of like guide my painting palette. I do like to mix all of my colors on the spot, as you have seen throughout this video. And not all the time it works out. Like you saw initially, I made that green when I was supposed to make a blue. This one, like others, definitely felt like it should be more monochromatic, like no distractions, just kind of like this blue mood. So, you know, that's what I went with. And I really like the different shades of blue and how they all kind of, you know, work together. I mean, they're all blue, so yeah, they work together. And if I had to give this song a texture, I would say it'd be like a smooth texture, but with like frayed edges. Something like polished, but starting to unravel a little bit. Man, let's talk some more about Out of the Woods. That song, wow. I would love to know your thoughts on Out of the Woods. Do you love this song as much as I do? I feel like probably not, but maybe there is a few of you out there who really think this song is as coded as I do. Maybe in a weird way, but Out of the Woods has always made me think about survival, like that emotional survival where you make it through something, but it's still like, it leaves a mark, it leaves a lasting imprint. And as someone who's had more than enough of their own rough seasons, I definitely feel like this song reminds me of making it out with a few bruises, but you know, I'm still intact. I might come out a little cut up, but I'm still here, I'm still going, I'm still fighting, which is, you know, awesome. While I was adding these kind of final details to the planes, I was starting to think about how no two people experience the same flight. We're all different people that come from different backgrounds, experiencing different versions of life. And I think it's so crazy. I'm one of those people that's like, when I'm in a room full of people, I think about all the different lives that are in the room. But in this moment, they were flying together. That brief alignment, that's what this painting captures, or what I'm trying to capture, I guess. Compared to the other pieces in this series, this one is probably one of the more minimal ones, but I definitely feel like it might be one of the more emotional ones, which I think is really cool. I feel like just about all of them have a somewhat simple like premise, foundation, understanding, but I really like the wide variety that we've got so far. And of course, I love to learn, so I'm always trying to look for new things to learn every single time that I'm painting. And I feel like this painting taught me to trust the simplicity of a strong image. Like this really, to me at least, it very clearly is 1989, two paper airplanes flying. I don't know, do you also see that though? Maybe not. Sometimes you don't need a dozen brushstrokes to make someone feel something, you just need the right, 2 or 3. But I really like that I didn't overcomplicate this, but if you pay attention and you keep looking at the painting, there's definitely some detail in there. Out of the Woods to me is about that aftermath, the part we usually skip over. That's what I wanted to really sit with here. And now I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of Out of the Woods? What do you think of 1989 Taylor's version? I would love to know your favorite song, your favorite music video, your favorite outfit. I feel like there is so much to this album, oh my gosh. Even if it's just a little moment or a fun little thing from the tour or the Eras tour or the, 1989 section in the Eras tour, I definitely would love to hear all of your 1989 thoughts in the comments. You could even give me like a full album ranking. Honestly, I would just love to hear from more Swifties. What do you think? Do you like these paintings? Do you like this series? I feel like I haven't really heard from a lot of Swifties yet. Which is okay, but it's kind of sort of the goal to reach Swifties if I potentially can. I do think we're starting to near the end of the painting portion of today's video. I know I have to finish painting the, what are they called? I was gonna say the curtails, but I don't think that's right. The trail behind the paper airplanes. Normally I talk until the end of it. I feel kind of weird just like leaving a little bit early, but I don't really have anything more to say or to add. I mean, I could start singing songs from 1989 Taylor's version, though I don't think anybody wants that. Ooh, I guess this is a really good time to ask if you have any ideas for Reputation. RIP Reputation Taylor's version. I have clowned for the last time, I feel, for a while. What even were the AMAs this year? Oh my gosh, but I need ideas for Reputation. What am I doing? I can't do a vault track, sadly, yet. You know how cool it would have been if she would have made some sort of announcement and then next month it would have been the Reputation painting? Either way, we're doing the Reputation painting next month. I currently have 0 ideas, so if you have any ideas, please let me know. And even if you have ideas past Reputation, like Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, etc., I am literally doing all of this on the spot. But yay, we finished it. So we should be going back to In Real Life Jenna in just a second. Thank you so much for watching this portion of today's video, and it's back to Real Life Jenna. Bye! I am so excited to show you the final product. It is still drying a little bit, but we have a gorgeous painting for Out of the Woods. 2 paper airplanes flying, 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 and I remember thinking, this song is iconic. There were honestly so many iconic songs to pick from. There were so many ideas that almost made it to this, but I'm really happy with the final product. It's super cute, it's very simple, but not in like a bad way. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this painting in the comments as well. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And again, if you have any ideas for any of the paintings that I still need to do, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions as well. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a like. It definitely helps this channel out. And if you like this face, you like this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing. You get a new one of these at least every single month. Of course, along with a bunch of other content. All right, I'm gonna go now. Hope you guys all have a good day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!